Yeah, I think it's good, right? High level.
Well, the water's wide. I can't cross.
Hey guys, how's it going? Jacob Moon here with my buddy Joel Parisian.
Hello, everyone.
And we are live today in B-Town Sound here in Burlington, home of Justin Coop and his crew. You've made lots of records here.
I've made lots of records.
Yeah.
We've made lots of Juno-nominated records out of this place. I feel like it should get a little extra love.
Yeah, so New World
good.
Sun is recorded here.
Yeah.
Walk Off the Earth, popular Burlington band, have recorded here.
Yeah.
Lights.
Lights, Finger 11.
Finger 11.
Billy Talent actually cut some of their first demos with Justin Coop too. So
Nice.
a lot of Canadian luminaries have come through this incubator.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe I'm just going to move this microphone a little closer to both of us here, just so you can hear a little bit of you talking as well as me.
Sure.
We're working on our follow-up to Shelter Me, which came out, if you remember, back in December of 2016. And since then, we've been touring, we've been playing lots, and we're writing for the next record. And so we're going to put up this record in kind of two parts. Should we call them Songs of Innocence, Songs of Experience? What do you think?
I don't know. We're covering a lot of ground.
That's a U2 inside joke there.
Yeah,
they did a two-parter. We're going to do a two-parter, but they're going to be EPs, so smaller, kind of bite-sized records with stuff that's original for the most part. And we thought we'd bring in a couple of songs that Joel wanted to bring this one, which is Water's Wide. You hear that playing in the background. Tell us a little bit about that one.
Well, it's a traditional song that I've completely rearranged over the years. It's actually a traditional, I think it's a Scottish folk song. But I wanted to do it, in a very kind of soulful, down-home Mississippi Delta kind of way.
Yeah, it's got that groove. These guys just nailed it. The rhythm section was so good on this.
Yeah, we should shout out to Nathaniel Rustenberg on drums and Rich Moore on bass.
So good.
Our perennial accomplices.
Yeah.
Back in the studio again, they did a great job. I mean, we put the rhythm beds down for the stuff in no time. I mean, and that's what's great about being a band that plays live is it doesn't have to be thought about.
Yeah.
You just kind of come in, put microphones and instruments and hit record, which is actually not really the way that most modern records are recorded these days. I mean,
That's
it's
true.
sort of recorded piecemeal and obsessed over, and I don't think that really does what we do artistically justice, that process anyhow. So
we also do less drugs than those guys do, and so I mean, don't get me wrong, we still do drugs. No, I'm just kidding. But we do less, far less drugs.
Yeah, sure.
Antihistamines. Yeah, exactly.
Anti-inflammatories.
Yeah,
We're
asthma medication. Right here. Yeah, that's me. But it's fun. We gotta do these long days here in the studio. This is day number 4, if you can believe it, in the studio. And what have we got done today so far, Joel? What have we accomplished?
Tambourine.
He's like the tambourine ninja master. What is the secret to being a great tambourine player?
Yeah, well, it's all in the wrist. You got to move your arm. Everybody thinks that tambourine is all about kind of subtle, shaky motions, but it's a physical thing. You really got to get those timbrels to snap against the frame, and to do that, you have to actually put your whole arm, so your whole wrist, your whole elbow, your whole shoulder, to get it tight, to get it to smack and have input. It was good, man. He nailed it. He did some beautiful tambo work. That was a guy, remember the Standing in the Shadows of Motown movie? There was one guy, and there's all these guys, guitar players, keyboard players, drummers, and then there was one guy, all he did was tambourine. That was his only instrument. Oh, shoot.
Right?
We're going to have to, somebody's going to know.
But he played tambo on all those old Motown classics. Yeah. I just love that.
That's on his resume.
That's
tambourine.
That's what he's known for in this world. That's his contribution, his tambourine. I love that.
We should, in one of our past studio sessions, just from last week, I did a quick, what we call a bed vocal, a guide vocal, just to kind of give the band something to play off of.
Yeah.
But it's feeling like it might end up being the keeper vocal, just because it has that spontaneity, that energy. So one of the things that we're going to work on today is a backup sort of call and response part to go with this. Why don't we run this again, Justin? But maybe we'll unmute the vocal, and we're not faking this. I mean, we're literally making up the backup vocal part now as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
This is not This isn't showmanship, folks.
Yeah, exactly.
This is actually us looking at the clock and trying to get some stuff done.
That's right.
Today. So let's run this from the top.
Yeah.
Because I do have a few ideas. I mean, I don't want to... Yeah, go ahead, bro. I don't want to get in the way of the rhythm section, the band, the story. But I feel like there are a few moments...
Yeah.
Can you turn it up just a little bit in monitoring in here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Live it alone in here. Let people listen to it.
Hey, Jesse O'Brien. How's it going, buddy?
Jesse, what's up?
Good to see you, man.
Wings to fly. Build me a boat that can carry two.
Right?
And most I roll my love and
So, repeating this chorus and then kind of in here, right? But what do? Do we lay out?
I think so far I feel like we're laying out. We're kind of watching the action
over
happen.
these changes.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to go call answer all the time. Sometimes
Yeah.
you just got to let the vocal happen.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to do a lot on this song.
now there's a ship. It sails the sea. It's low indeed. As deep can be. But not as deep as the love I'm in.
Yeah.
And then lay out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So now we're coming to a chorus. If I say the water's wide,
I can't cross over.
and then maybe now we lay out again.
Yeah.
Because they're still singing here. And now we gotta pick a guitar solo. I think
Yeah, we got one up now. Sort of feeling this one. Crank that guitar solo there.
is there a guitar solo here?
I think there is.
Yeah.
We didn't comp it yet, but it's, there
that's
it is. Live off the floor right there.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Or maybe nothing here. Give us a break.
Yeah,
break
give it a little
from
break. Yeah.
from the solo.
Bring it on
So
down.
it brings down.
Yeah.
Let the vocal carry the energy. Now I feel like I don't want to give away too much too.
Jesse O'Brien says, sounds dope.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Let's hear it.
I appreciate you saying that,
Thanks
man.
a lot for such a talented musician.
Yeah. And Marsha LaCour says hello. Say hi, Marsha. How you doing? Peter Joseph, good to see you, buddy.
Can we do me a favor? Fade out? I don't want to give away the goods. There's a lot of good stuff that happens in the song that I don't want to
Yeah.
give away. Just
No,
yet.
I hear you. I hear you. We'll fade her out for the gentle AM radio fade there. Michael Lardy says, I always liked Joel's styles. Salvation Station.
Oh, okay. We're digging back. That was recorded
going
here.
right back.
Was
Was it
recorded
really?
here, of course.
Oh, wow.
Salvation Station was recorded in that room when the studio was still in construction
Yeah.
phase.
Right. Early days.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We were literally set up gear around scaffolding and buckets of drywall compound.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if you got questions for Joel about recording here at B-Town Sound or questions about the process that we're going through, please leave a comment, and if we see it, we're going to respond to
should
that
get
and
into
let you know.
position.
But we're going to get Joel into position right now because he's going to do a vocal on a song that he wrote called Black and White, which we're really excited to put on this record.
I'll talk about what it's about after.
Yeah.
You know
That
what I
sounds
mean?
good. That sounds
Give
good.
you a little bit of it.
Yeah. And Marsha's asking when our next live gig is. Well, you can catch us live on June the 15th at the Burlington Sound and Music Festival.
Yeah, let everybody
And
know.
that's at 8 o'clock. So be there at the City Hall stage to join us for that. So, yeah, thanks for asking about that, Marsha. We are looking to do more and more live shows this summer. We've also got a show up in Midland that we're doing for the folks up there at the Cultural Center at the end of June, and then we got a few other appearances through the summer, and we'll be talking about our crowdfunding campaign that we're going to put together in the next week or so, and so that you can feel a part of this process and you can pre-order the record. If you know you're going to want a copy anyways, getting one in advance gives us a sense of how many we should make, and also helps to support the costs of recording this project. So Joel's just getting set up in the booth back there, but it's always a treat getting to hear Joel sing on this stuff because he's got Well, he's just got such a command of his vocal instruments that he's able to do really cool backup vocals. We've just been working on backup vocals this morning, and just watching him kind of stack layer upon layer has been really, really cool. I enjoy doing that in the studio as well. But when you're kind of doing it with one voice, it can have such a really cool choir-like effect. You know what I mean? But a choir of the same sounding voice. You know what I mean? It's actually quite satisfying to listen to.
I'm good to go whenever you want.
He's good to go, so we're actually going to make this happen right now. Let's turn it over to Joel right now, and I'll kind of man the camera for this one. But we're going to do a song now called Black and White. You get to hear it here first, folks. Check it out.
You can turn it up too, I think, for the sake of recording audio.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Black and white, that's all you see. You're trying to manage this broken heart and smooth over misery. You can't steamroll me, baby. I won't lie down flat. There's gravel in the road, and it's always gonna be like that. Take a swing, don't you ever miss. You've had fistfuls of my hair since the first time we kissed. I won't roll over, baby, but I won't put up a fight. Just get out of my head, I wanna sleep alone tonight. Black and white, you couldn't stay. Never mind who's wrong or right, we didn't find the middle way. But I guess you taught me how to let go of a friend. Though my heart will mend, it's never gonna be quite the same again. It's never gonna be quite the same again. No, 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 no. You took your time and dragged it out. We wasted one more year while you drank away a doubt. And when it's all over, baby, will you have your regrets? Well, my chips are cashed in, I ain't gonna place no bets. Black and white, you couldn't stay. Never mind who's wrong or right, we just didn't find the middle way. But I guess you taught me how to let go of a friend. Though my heart will mend, it's never gonna be quite the same again. Black and white, no, you couldn't stay. Never mind who's wrong or right, we didn't find the middle way. But I guess you taught me how to let go of a friend. And though my heart will mend, it's never gonna be quite the same again. It's never gonna be quite the same again.
There you go. It's Mr. Joel Parisian right there on a song called Black and Whites that he wrote. So I'm going to get him over here to talk about that song and how he came up with that. Yeah, exactly. I just want to shout out to some people who are watching right now. Vicky Roy. Yeah, so thank you very much for tuning in and digging the tunes. Ron Caden says, sounds great in the studio. Thanks, man. Studios ought to sound great, and this one certainly does. So that's great. Michael Lardy says he's got such an interesting style, voice-wise. Yeah, I would agree with
that's a nice
that.
compliment. Thank
Absolutely, yeah.
you. Some people don't like interesting.
The
Some people
interesting.
don't. Oh, I take that as a
was
compliment. Yeah,
interesting.
exactly.
Yeah, then you
There's
say
a
that.
connotation that some people get.
How did you
about.
feel about it?
Interesting.
Did you have a good time doing it?
Whereas if you said
Yeah.
interesting,
Yeah. Yeah,
see what I mean?
yeah,
It's
no,
about
that's right.
inflection. That's
It's about
why
inflection.
When we live
It's
in
true.
this sort of post-SMS world,
Yeah, it's
like
true.
devoid
You
of
can't get any
intonation.
content. Yeah,
I can't tell you how many times I've sent a text, and somebody said, "Look, well, why did you have to say it like that?" It's like, how did I say it? Oh, minus the emoticon.
Yes.
Got it. Minus
there's
the
no
emoji.
and there's no sarcastic emoticon yet. I don't think, or maybe somebody came up with something.
No, that's
but,
true. I never
but
thought
you know what I
of
mean.
that.
You can't be sarcastic in
Right.
a text as the way. You
Well,
like
these
to.
these are the subtleties of making relationships between men and women work. This
Yeah.
is my advice to husbands and boyfriends in committed relationships.
Listen up.
Value the emoji. Value the emoticon.
Yes, put it in
Women
there.
want- they
what does it
wanna
hurt
see
you? It doesn't do
the
anything to
kissy
you.
face emoticons, the hearts in the eyes,
Yeah.
the smiles.
Yeah.
That is the way that is a way to mediate those conversations with you and your partner.
And if you can do a Bitmoji, that's a great thing. Bitmoji is where you create a little version of yourself, a little avatar of you.
Amazing.
Yeah, and here's me saying, here, check this one out.
Okay.
So I got this is a whole bunch of me's all at once. You know, I'm
So
going to
that
hold
you-
that
okay,
up
so
so
wait a
people can
minute.
see this. Can people
No,
can see this?
they're
No,
not
they're never
gonna
going to
see
see that. But you know, but you can check it out anyways.
Okay.
Check it out. This is all me saying various things, you know, and I can just send that. And it's funny and it's ridiculous. There's one for Sweet Brown in there. There's one that says, "Ain't nobody got time
Ain't
for
nobody
that."
got time for that.
You know what I mean? You can send that to
Ain't
somebody.
nobody got time.
That's good anytime. You can send that in, whether you mean it or not, and it's funny. I think so. But
I'm just checking for you.
yeah,
Can we call up Song that Won't Leave You Alone?
yeah. And while we're doing that, Joel, tell me a little bit about that song. We're talking about relationships. That sounds like a relationship song if I ever heard one.
Well, you know, I wrote that song. So the song's called Black and White. It's obviously a song about the end of a relationship, of a marriage. And I felt ready to write that song and perform that song once I got to this point in my life.
Yeah.
You know, the post, dealing with mourning a marriage that's now been over for at least a few years. So I felt like, okay, I could approach this. And in addition, when I wrote these lyrics, it wasn't just about my story.
Yeah.
There was a lot of my friends went through this kind of at the same time, sort of in this one season, or the
Yeah.
season that lasted 2 years, where just all of these marriages and common law marriages, these relationships were kind of coming to a close, quite unfortunately. But I felt like I wanted to process those emotions of my friends. I mean, I know that you've
Yeah.
gone through that.
I've been through that
before,
too, many years ago, but yeah, absolutely.
musicians that share the stage with us quite regularly had gone through this at the same time as that I had.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt comfortable writing this song because I knew I was pulling bits and pieces from everybody's story. So it's not singularly about my story. I mean, I certainly didn't want to put my ex on the spot like that.
Yeah.
I don't think that'd be fair to her. But at the same time, she's had time to go through this. I've had time. You know, I didn't want to perform this song and record the song when the emotions were so raw.
Right.
So now that I had the benefit of kind of being able to move on and feeling good about where I am in my life, that's the irony. Is like,
Yeah.
well, now's the time to be able to reflect on how it felt when it was so fresh.
Yeah.
And once again, you know, lyric writing is a really cathartic way to process those difficult emotions. And so I hope that putting those to pen, that I'm able to kind of reach out to other people who have gone through that recently, who are going through it, to let everybody else know that, hey, that these emotions aren't uniquely, not unique to your situation.
Absolutely. We all need those songs. Just quickly flip that back on.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
This is where we post a little technical.
Exactly. Yeah. Just missed the deadline to flip the switch there. Okay, so but no, I mean, I think that songs like. I think of all the Joni Mitchell sad relationship songs, you know what I mean, and kind of
Or John Lennon was so
John
good at
Lennon.
that too. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's
vocalizing
just
those feelings.
Bonnie Raitt. I mean, there's been so many good ones over the years that have had songs that you keep coming back to tell your own story, though, what you're going through. When you feel kind of alone in that experience, a song can kind of come along like a friend and kind of give you a shoulder to cry on, almost. You know what I mean? So I think this song is going to be helpful for a lot of people. So I hope that you guys enjoy it. And it's, like I say, it's coming out soon. It's coming out in like a month and a half. We're hoping to put this thing out. So you want, so I want you to head into the nicer room here, but before you do, do you want to kind of set this song up a little bit, because I think that'll probably be it, but you know, this is a song that is called "The Song That Won't Leave You Alone." I've talked about it here on Moon at Noon before.
Yeah, give us the abbreviated version.
The abbreviated version is that it was written after I had this song that kind of haunted me, and the song ended up being "The Crow on the Cradle," which we recorded here a couple of months ago and released as a video. I haven't released it as a single yet because we want to put it on this new album. But that song haunted me, and every time I was kind of going somewhere, I was always thinking about that song, and I just had to record it. I had to do something with it, and it just would not let me rest until that was done. And so I thought about that concept of the song that won't leave you alone, and is there other things that the other parallels and other kind of relationship parallels that could kind of
or a song becomes
describe.
a metaphor for a nagging feeling, or
or something that you want to say that you have left unsaid to someone. That's that's kind of what the song's about.
So the song that won't leave you alone is actually a meta song about songs.
It's it's very meta. It's
Wow.
it's very
You're just transported into the fifth dimension.
It's
there,
blew
folks.
your mind.
Wow.
All right.
Do you want me to be your cameraman?
something.
I
Yeah.
will.
And then you can zoom in and out. And
All right, I'll do my best, folks. It's been many years since I was a career videographer, so I'm sure my chops are a little bit rusty. It's funny. Jacob and I talk about this all the time, that in the postmodern world of being an independent artist, I mean, you also need to be a self-promoter, a businessman, or woman, an accountant, a promoter, a videographer, a producer. Gone are the days where you're just allowed to be that precious little seed and surround yourself by a husk of professionals. I mean, these are tasks that it just doesn't economically make sense to farm these tasks out to other people, to be able to do what we do. And of course, I know I can speak on Jacob's behalf. We're both really grateful that we get to do this for a living and get to write songs from the heart and actually sell them to fans and to the public and to inspire people. So yes, we definitely don't take those things for granted, but there's so much self-management. My friend Adrian calls it administration. It's like 10% artist, 90% administrator. But that's just part of the new game of being a musician in the 21st century, and it is what it is, and it's kind of a first world problem. So that's all the griping I'm going to do about it. Are you? I'm not griping. I'm just I'm elucidating, something like that. Okay, man. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, man.
And sing this. Okay, and we'll hear the vocal, and let me get into position behind the camera. Ouch. That probably wasn't a good idea. And anytime you're ready, Herr Artist.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, I think I'm almost. I just need a little level in here. I don't hear anything yet. Should I? Nothing yet.
Okay, hold on. What?
Oh,
Are you plugged? You're not plugged in yet, dude. Or are you? Just make sure that you're plugged in the same strip. I might have plugged you into the wrong jack. This is just so everybody knows that this isn't showmanship. This is actual.
Joel has his own special headphones.
Yeah.
All right, you should be good.
I've been walking in circles, talking to myself. I pace the floor behind closed doors, so nobody can tell. And Nobody can hear me singing out in the middle of the night. Melodies and minor keys under my fingers in black and white. What picks you up when you get down? It's a song that won't leave you alone, won't leave you alone. Singing it over and over till you make it your own. And you're playing it all through the night to the break of dawn. Like the song that won't leave you alone, won't leave you alone, won't leave you alone. Baby, it's a reminder I should overdid a sad song for all I done wrong. Tears I can't forget. Maybe I could sing it to you. Get it in your head. A new verse so you could rehearse the things I should have said to kick you up when you get down. It's a song that won't leave you alone, won't leave you alone. The dog that comes sniffing around so it overflows. And you're leaving behind just to find that he's followed you home. Like the song that won't leave you alone, won't leave you alone, won't leave you alone. Hey! And the only remedy, the only way you can set me free, is if you sing your melody to me. Like a song that won't leave you alone, won't leave you alone. Like the guy who leaves messages every night on your phone, and he's begging you over and over, baby, please come home. Like the song won't leave you alone, won't leave you alone, won't leave you alone. Like the song that won't leave you alone, won't leave you alone. Baby, please, please come home. Oh, leave.
Yeah, exactly. That's good. That's good. That'll do it for now.
Yeah, man. The song
fade
that
out.
won't leave you alone.
It's a fade out, so we're kind of almost out by then. So just want to keep the voice kind of going. So that's I have more to spend later, should I need it. And I just want to check in with some folks who are watching here out there in Facebook land. See if there's some folks who have questions. If you have questions, please let us know. And Gord Evans says, elucidate away, Joel. Elucidate. He was saving up that Scrabble word for a long time, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. So we've got lots of people tuning in. Tim Loveday, who's booked us for a gig this summer. Nice to see you, Tim. Thanks for tuning in, man. Robert Whites from Kitchener. Peter Barnard from Markham, I think. Christian Ledois. I think I'm saying that right. Très bien. And Gord Deeming. It says, yeah, he came and heard me sing that for the first time at a church in Hamilton a few weeks ago, and he's noticing that there's some differences. Well, yeah, I've got some pros playing along with me on that one, so that's kind of fun. But I do want to remind people who are fans of mine that today is the last day that you can enter the house concert contest. If you want to have me join you for a little house concert in your backyard, there's two ways you can do that. One is win the contest. And you can do that by just entering lots of times and sharing it. I think when you share it, share the link with people and they click on it, you get extra bonus entries that you can enter. And the other way you can do it is just by going to jakeandmoon.com/tour and clicking on the Book a House Concert button. Describe the event that you want to do. and we can get it done. And it doesn't have to cost you anything as the host. If you can get, say, 40 people out to your event, I'll bring the music, you bring the friends, maybe do a potluck for the food. It's a win-win-win. We pass the hat, I get taken care of, your friends get to kind of share your living room or backyard and share a really unique experience, which the house concert is like no other as far as a party goes. It's a great chance for people to connect and for people to hear music in a totally unique setting and one that really lets the music kind of permeate and kind of make landfall in people's hearts a little bit more than maybe sometimes in a big venue. Is something really special about the house concert. So I've been doing it for years.
It's a lot cooler than just putting on an iPod.
I would say, yeah. I mean, yeah, for sure. There's no comparison, really. Have you done a lot of house concerts before, Joel? Have you been in people's living room? Yeah. Would you do them now?
Absolutely.
Yeah. There you go. So that you heard it here first, folks. Joel will do a house concert for you.
In fact, I would love to do kitchen parties. Something,
kitchen
you know what I mean?
Parties, yes.
All the best parties happen in the kitchen.
That's
so we'll
true.
Just set
That's
up.
true.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah,
Something,
exactly.
House concert 2.0.
I'll bring the guacamole. We'll do it. That sounds good.
Yeah.
So if you want to enter that, you can enter it easily. Just go to my Facebook page, and you'll see somewhere in there I think even my profile picture is the house concert contest advertisement, and beside that, if you click the picture, you'll see the link, and you can click through and enter that today, your last day. This is it. So do that, and and then keep an eye out for future Moon at Noons next week, next Wednesday. We will be live from Beatdown Brown's studio. Joel won't be joining me, but I'll be there with Mark McIntyre and Rob Brown on drums doing a trio set.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So it'll be a lot of fun. We'll get to play some stuff, turn up the amps a little bit, and do it a little differently. I'm going to bring in somebody to man the camera, direct it a little bit.
Maybe Beatdown might make you some lunch.
That would be good.
Quite a cook.
He's sort of, he's always smoking something.
Yeah, I love it.
That sounds bad. But he's always, you know what I mean? He's always got the smoker going in the backyard, making some kind of pulled pork, some kind of thing. So it's good.
That was a valid clarification.
Yeah, I think he appreciates that. I know. Yeah. So, and he's got his own YouTube channel too. So you should check out him and his Patreon channel, his YouTube channel. If you want to check out my Patreon channel, it's patreon.com/Jacob Moon, where you can become a patron for as little as $1 a month to help me make videos like this and like other feature videos that I'm currently working on. So, Joel, any plugs, anything to kind of throw
Just
out there?
this record.
Yeah.
I'm wearing the producer's hat today, so I'm kind of looking at the watch a little
Got to
bit,
get back
Jacob.
to
I'm
work,
kind of
Jacob. All right, we're doing it. All right, so thank you very much for tuning in, guys, and for all your comments and all the love. Share this if you would on your page so people can watch it later. Once we post it, it'll be rewatchable endlessly, so you can kind of share it around. And tune in next Wednesday at noon for a really special Moon at Noon. All right, thanks a lot.